Hey friends, how's it going? Happy Friday, if it's Friday when you're watching. My name's Debbie. Welcome to the live. I hope you guys are doing awesome. And listen, tonight I'm going to show y'all a couple of different ways to make rust. Have you ever made fake rust before? Anyway, I got some ideas for you. And that's what we're going to do along with the workshop club. I'm going to put everything out there on the broadcast. Let's see what y'all are saying, see what you're up to. Locke and I got back from Sonic. And look, the last time I saw him, he was in there standing in front of the sink with the water running. So I don't know what's going on there. So say hey. Be sure to let me know you're sprinkled. I've got some fun, happy mail to send out to everybody. Hey, Stacy. Anyway, I'm going to send out some sprinkle happy mail tonight. And y'all, this is the sign that we're going to be creating on. It comes with the May Club. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. Today, we started out with storms, and then it's so nice out there. This is called the silver metallic sign. All right. And how many of you guys have created rust on your projects? And I was like, it'll be fun to share a couple of different ideas. Hey, Shelby. And if you want to know what the word sprinkle means, it means to share. So sprinkle the video out. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll scoot this over. Hey, Debbie and Belinda, Rebecca. You got yours today? Awesome. Hey, Bobby. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to kind of like halfway paint this with bright white. And when I say halfway, it's just going to be kind of a messy technique because we want it to look like a sign. And look, y'all, this is like a car sponge from Dollar Tree that I have. I use it for different things, and we're going to use it to pounce on some color tonight. So that it doesn't look perfect, because we're going to add some rust to this, but I want to get this on here so I can go ahead and start getting dried. Hey, Marilyn. And I'll show y'all. I want some of the silver to shine through, but I want a little bit of white. Now, this is the May Club. I think it's a great gift idea. And Barry's working on some cutouts so that you could turn it into a craft room look or a different sign idea. But he's in there working on those now. He loves coming up with stuff. Cindy, where have you been? Cindy says she misses my lives. Okay, so y'all, I'm pouncing this on here. Kind of rough, not perfect. Now I'm going to dry this. Hey, Michelle and Deborah and Yasmin said the New York weather is nice. Awesome. Hey, Anita. Happy Friday from Portland. Anyway, this morning, on Fridays, I do my team meeting. So this morning, it was like thundering and lightning and pouring down rain. And like sometimes the electricity will go, you know, just a slight little blip. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope the electricity doesn't go off. You can't wait to do a t-shirt. I know a t-shirt's going to be fun. You know, last month I kind of went crazy with the strawberries. I could totally go crazy with this one too. With t-shirts and all kinds of fun stuff. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Sharon. Great to see you. Y'all, tell me in the comments what time is a good time to go live. Sometimes I go like middle of the day, sometimes in the evening, sometimes later. Marcia says it's rainy and gloomy there too. So weird. I don't need my... I was just thinking, y'all ever like, I felt like I could smell the glue gun on. Hey Vera. It's cloudy in Illinois too. Darlene says early evening. Like about right now or a little bit later, Darlene. Oh, thanks, Adria. I did the spilling the tea over on the Chalk Couture page if y'all missed it. And I'm trying to think, did I share it over here? I can't remember. So this comes shiny and perfect, and you could totally just chalk on this. But because I want my sign to look a little worn, that kind of thing. You like the switch ups because your days are crazy? Okay. And I'm just putting a little bit more on here in different spots. Let's see, before 7 is perfect. Okay, look, I'll go back and see what times y'all are saying. And you know, one thing that I love about the club is you get something different each month. It's a kit that comes to your door with a design and different. Sometimes you get paste, sometimes you get ink. And I know all you people that get... Marilyn says around 5:30. Anyway, I know a lot of y'all that get the club, you love creating different things, and I do too. Okay. Whoops. That was wet. It's rainy in Western Kentucky. Yes. It's 3 p.m. in Oregon. Awesome, Anita. Yeah, I have to remember the time zones too. Let me dry this real quick. And then we're going to make a couple of different rust options with, oh my gosh, did I not bring my cinnamon in here? Oh my goodness. I went to the kitchen and got cinnamon, and I think I forgot to bring it in here. Barry, if you're watching, bring me my cinnamon. Let me tell him real quick, because I have sat it down somewhere. Barry, look around for my cinnamon and bring it to me, please.
For your what?
Cinnamon.
Where was it?
It'll be somewhere between here and the kitchen. Y'all, it's not live if you can't find your cinnamon. Hey, Cindy, how are you doing? Oh, I found it. Let me tell him, never mind. Barry, never mind, I found it. I found it, never mind, thank you. Y'all, I'm interrupting his golf watching. Hey, Michelle from Australia and Tina from Indiana. Okay. Y'all, am I crazy or what? And look, I hope I'm not the only one crazy. Okay, and y'all, you know I always do like the scratch test. Anytime I paint a surface, and I just want to make sure that my paste is going to stick. Peggy, do I sound like you, girl? Okay. Let's let this dry. All right, there's a couple of different ways that you can make something look rusty. One is with... We've got a powder called, and it's a Dixie Belle Sea Spray. It's like a powder. Then, this is something that I found that also can look rusty, and it's a cinnamon matte paint. Oh, and y'all, check and see if the keyword works for us. It is workshop. So type the word workshop if you want the supplies that I'm using tonight. And let me know if that's working. And on my computer. Hey, Linda. Y'all, my computer looks like it's not charging. Okay. All right. Whenever you're going to use the sea spray, you use a small amount, and you can use it with, like, paste. I'm going to put a little bit of water in my container. And then I'm going to put a little bit of sea spray. And this is like a powder. And depending on how rusty you want your project to look, you can put more or less. And then I'm going to put some espresso paste. These two colors come with your club. So I'm going to take a little bit of espresso and a little bit of papaya. And like I said, these two come with your club for May. Y'all, I am just like, can't believe that it's May. All right. So I'm going to mix these in with my powder and my water. And my goal is to make something that looks rusty. And I'm not going to mix it in like, I'm not going to like completely mix it in because I want a little bit of orange to show, a little bit of espresso to show. But let me show you this. It is thick. And we're going to rust our board. So whatever surface you're putting on, this is just a piece of cardboard to show, just to show a little bit of an idea. And what I like about this sea spray is it has texture. But we're going to do all three. I'm probably going to use sea spray on my project, but just in case you don't have sea spray, and I'm going to hold this up. Can you see the texture on that? Hey, Linda. You can probably, hopefully, see the texture on this. And then it dries. And when it dries hard. And it feels like rust. I've also used it with white paste. And it feels like snow. You know, depending on what kind of texture you're wanting to make, you can totally do it with a sea spray. And then it dries. I'm not going to dry it all the way. I want to go ahead and show y'all the cinnamon. So with the cinnamon, you take your Mod Podge. Mod Podge. I feel like I say that wrong. Oh, let me see. Sometimes I have to... Oh, it's going to open. Oh, goodness. Y'all, my lid sometimes gets on here so good that it's hard to come off. Okay. Now, another way to make spray is you can take Mod Podge, I don't know. And you can put it like on the edge or wherever you want to put it. And we're going to look at these and see which one we like the best. Drippy everywhere. And what gives it the texture is the cinnamon. Now, you can get cinnamon at Dollar Tree also. Oops. And I'm just going to use this to kind of pat it down. And you can kind of, you know, make it thicker. And then once it's dry, you can put another coat of Mod Podge. So see the difference in the two? They look very similar. They're very easy to use. Then this is a Folk Art matte cinnamon that if you just want more of a flat look, this totally looks like rust also. And you can mix a little bit of like a brown color with it. And this actually would look good kind of mixed in with both of these. And I'm going to dry this and let you see. This looks kind of more like a rust, like an orange rust. But they've all got great, you know, there's good reasons to use any of them or all of them. One of them, especially if you want a more of something without texture, that paint is really good. And because I want a rusty sign, we're going to make some rust tonight. But I thought it would be fun to show y'all. And now, what I do with the cinnamon, just to keep it you know, so it doesn't get everywhere. And I don't do this with the sea spray. It usually dries pretty good. But this kind of holds it in place. So which one are y'all liking the best? The cinnamon smells good if you like the smell of cinnamon. The sea spray does awesome. You just mix it with your paste color, a little bit of water, and just go about your business. The flat one just automatically looks like rust to me. I may use a little bit of all of them tonight. Cinnamon makes more like rust, is what Anita says. Yeah, the cinnamon smells good. Sea spray. And what you can do is you can go back with a little bit of orange. And we'll do that. You can go back, because you know rust is like different, comes in different stages. Hey, Susan. And you can see these are still drying. But y'all let me know if you try any of these ideas. I think you'll like all of them. And that Mod Podge is not, you know, perfectly dry. But this is a great way to make your imitation rust. Okay. Let me get rid of this. But you're right. Oh, that cinnamon smells good. It smells so good. Sea spray might be the easiest. Okay. Now I am going to grab my wax. I think I am. And it's getting more and more dry. You like the faux art? I know. It's called cinnamon. The color is cinnamon. So many options. So here's what we're going to actually put our rust on. But I'm going to wax it first. Carol likes the paint too. Tina, if you type the word workshop, I'll give you links to everything. Now the sea spray is on my chalk site. I'll have to grab that for you. Y'all remember what I like to do when I paint something. Cinnamon, you can get the cinnamon at Dollar Tree. And you can get Mod Podge there too. Alright, let's go ahead and wax this. And look, for this sign or any sign that you're wanting to add rust to, it's super simple. We're going to go ahead and put our design on here. And then we will add rust. And I'm just adding a little bit of wax before we put the design on. And it says, welcome, open 24 hours, workshop, my tools, my rules. You can totally use bits and pieces of this, because you know we like to do that too. Now I'll add a little bit of fuzz. Just a little bit. Yeah, the folk art mixed with the sea spray, that would give just the right amount of orange, but our papaya is almost the same color. All right. How many of you, are any of y'all already club members? Just say yes or no. Because if you type the word club, you're going to get a message from me that has club information. And I'm going to grab a squeegee. And I'm going to do the sign all over in espresso. I keep wanting to say bark. Because bark is a different shade that is a little bit browner. And y'all, if you've never used a chalk paste before, you would love it with our transfers. The transfers are silk screens. And if you've ever tried regular stencils and you were like me, you would totally love this. And look, you can leave your sign silver if you want to. Or you can do this in a couple of different colors. But for tonight, And I like to come on here and share different ideas so that if you do get the club, you can use it many different ways. I think I have an orange shirt that I want to put this on. I love orange shirts. I don't know if I look good in them or not. You know, I think I'm a winter. Have y'all ever done those little tests where you see like what color looks best on you? I think I'm a winter. All right. Let me hold this up. I've got a little rust on me, but here's my favorite part. Look at how pretty that is. And it already looks rustic. And these I just take to the sink and clean after we're done. And then you can reuse it. And this, it has like some built-in distressing, but look at that. What do you think? Isn't that awesome? And then we're going to add our rust. Kathy, you just joined. You are going to love it. And look, this is so perfect for workshops, for anywhere. You got like my tools, my rules. I got all my tools in here. Hey, Tony. And like I said, I kind of sponge painted my white with a little silver showing through. But you can do whatever you want. And then here's our samples. We might do a little bit of all of it. Now, y'all, I always touch something before it's dry. I'm thinking I can go ahead and start putting my rust on here, though. I'm going to put a little bit more sea spray in here. And this is a brand new surface. We've never had this surface before. I'm going to spray a little water. Yes, Brandy, this is the May Club. I'll put a little bit of espresso. Thank you so much. A little bit of papaya, which, look, it's very close to that one. I kind of feel like I need a little bit more. Oh, thank you. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I love all the fruits. Peaches, watermelons. And look, how many of you guys have seen all the new designs? Let's see. Stacy says, can you see me? I see you, Stacy. I think Stacy's having trouble with her phone or Facebook or something. And look, you can make this as thick as you want so you can pile up the rust. Yes, our customer service is awesome. If you ever need customer service, there's like a little button on the site that says support. I love all the designs too. I was going to look. We have a special while supplies last. If you spend $75, you get a free gift, which is a transfer, and I just want to make sure that's still available. It is. It's called the pattern petal transfer, and then you get the little petals. All right, so now my rust, I'm going to just like plop it around randomly. We are going to have a rusty workshop. See how that's looking? You can put it anywhere, or you can put it nowhere. I just thought this is like the perfect sign for rust. And you know me, I like to embellish. even if it means rust embellishments. And you can put it like on top of what you've already chalked. Let's see. We need some right up here. Look, y'all tell me to slow down on the rust if it starts looking like too much. Anita, thank you for the stars. The key word is workshop. I think we need some rust here. And y'all, this is nice and chunky. I feel like I'm getting close to having enough rust. I don't want it to look uniform. I want it to look random. What do y'all think? Is that enough rust? Let me see. Sometimes I need to step back and look. And now I got to see what y'all are saying. The key word is workshop. Okay. Tell me. I think Carmela says it's enough rust. I think. So now let's dry it. And I've got some rusty wire that we're going to hang it with. And guess what? Because it's a workshop, I'm not using a ribbon. I'm not using a bow. And here's some rust that we made. 3 different. If you're just hopping on, be sure to go back and check out all the rust. And now, this is thick, so it takes a little bit to dry. But it dries very hard and feels like real rust. But it's, listen, it's easy to get a little rust happy. I think I am going to actually add a little bit of this cinnamon. It's kind of, just to kind of give it like a different color in there. You know how sometimes rust has a little bit more orange. Look, y'all are telling me that's enough. And I'm going to listen. In just a minute. I hear you. Y'all said that's enough. I've got all kinds of stuff on me. What do you think? What do you think? That's rusty goodness. Everybody's saying that they like the towel. Hey, okay, if you like the towel's going to be the Happy Meal. So I'll pick a Happy Meal winner from this live, and you get the towel. So be sure to let me know that you're sprinkling the love, and I'll post it on here tomorrow. How does that sound? Thank you, Sheila. And like I said, Barry's in there working on some designs so that we can use this and make like a craft room sign. I think. Or he's working on a craft room sign anyway. I don't know if we'll use this or not. I just have to wait for him to tell me what to do. And he's good at that. Yeah, so hit that share button. Share it with your friends. Share it in groups. And there's a video on the page, I think, of the towel. And this sign comes with 2 holes in it that you could put rope. We're going to put wire. And this is really rusty wire. But you could put the coated wire on here if you wanted to. You could use like a rope. Thanks for sprinkling. Y'all are so awesome. What that does, that just helps us get more friends on here crafting with us. Plus, a lot of times people are like, what do you do with your finished projects? Well, we're going to give them away for Happy Meal. All right, some of this is not completely dry yet, but I think this looks awesome. Y'all tell me what you think. And look, who would you give this to? Would you make this for your husband, your boyfriend, your son, your daughter? Because I have a ton of tools myself. And I feel like my workshop's open 24 hours a day too. So y'all let me know. What do you think? Which rust treatment are you going to try? And look, if you're not in the club, get in the club. You will love it. All right, friends. Have a great night. I hope this was helpful. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching and sharing the love. Bye, y'all.